It's TJ. And happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What is today? Today's the 22nd, y'all. Today's the 22nd of February. So we have 1 week left, February, and then that's goodbye to February 2026. And we're moving on to the third month of this new year. Hope y'all been having a productive year, a successful year, a blessed year. And I got a video for y'all. This is some commentary to Dante London. And I'm doing a different approach, you guys. Before I was watching his content and from outside looking in, reacting to it from a point of view of disappointment, And don't get me wrong, there's things that he do that upset me. Or I just, not even upset me anymore. It doesn't even upset me anymore. I just raise an eye or shake a head now. Because at the end of the day, y'all, this is not, his life is his life. His decisions and his choices that he makes is his own. He creates this content for us to react to and to watch, whether we agree or disagree, of his actions. Yes, the majority of the comments have been negative for Mr. London for reasons, but I take him day by day, episode by episode. Now, I don't try to look at and bring back his track records and all that. What are you showing me today that we can learn from? Because at the end of the day, we can learn what to do and what not to do. People are examples of that as well. So maybe it's not all bad. You can always look at what can be better, or what can you do better, and what you should stay away from, and what you can learn from. Because at the end of the day, choices are to be learned. The choices we make create the situations we have to overcome. We're gonna have to overcome situations regardless, but the choices that we make determine if it's going to be less of an issue or bigger of an issue. How big of a hole are you going to dig yourself in? Before you realize that, turn around and dig yourself out. Now, the further you dig in, the more it's going to test you to dig yourself out. You're more likely to give up the further you dig in. You understand? That's how people give up. And for this gentleman, I don't want him to give up, but he has a lot of digging to do. You understand? So let's dive into this video, and I'll give some commentary to it.
But for some reason, last month they charged me $56. I'm like, where's these extra charges coming from? But yeah,
it's probably late fees, something like that. They probably tax you with something else. But who knows? Let's continue.
Don't judge me neither. Don't judge me.
No, I'm not judging you anymore. It's a learning. So you're learning. People in real life, they're not gonna play with you. They have rules and regulations, and they have something to abide to, rules. And if you break a rule, or you miss a payment, or you forget to pay, whatever, they're gonna tax you. That's the rules, bro. And you're learning this, bro. Like, life is not on easy mode. Let's continue.
Good thing is my storage unit is right off the elevator, right here.
That's what's up, because I know I don't feel like walking. Let's say I'm trying to get to some place I need to go. Let's say you're going on vacation in your hotel. I mean, I like getting a hotel on the top floor, so you see everything. But that's that walk. You know what I mean? I understand what you mean.
So I'm about to show you as a 28-year-old man. I'm about to be 29. March 1st, so my birthday coming up. 9, 2.
Yeah, and this is a lot of things that at least I dealt with too when I was pushing 30. It's like when you're at that cusp, at 27, you still feel young for some reason. I don't know why. But at 28, 29, it's like, bro, I'm about to be 30. it's like it creeps in on you, and you start looking at things different, especially when you're in a situation where you have to dig yourself out this late in the game, you know. But this is where it's going to determine what you're made of.
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta. Inside this workshop,
All right. So everything I own. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, they made sure them things is locked, bro.
Boy, I tell you, boy.
Dante, bro, that's it. Dang. He had to pawn a lot, bro. He had to pawn a lot. He probably pawned it to get money, sold what he could. If the pawn shop didn't take it, he sold what he could, or he straight just abandoned it. Cause he's in a situation right now. He wants to start over. I can tell, like everything's is a start over from square one. But sometimes that's needed, bro. Let's continue.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna explain why. This is everything I own. I'm explaining y'all why I even got this storage unit. 2 months ago, I moved out of my apartment after me and my ex-wife separated.
2 months ago. What is February, January, December? So in December he moved out.
And the reason I moved out was because I didn't want to be there anymore, right? After we separated initially, because she left the apartment before I did. She moved out before I did, but she didn't take all of her things initially.
Yeah, it's probably she needed space, time, and she just took what she could at that time and left what she couldn't really physically take, you know, because she probably has stuff. So, yeah, man, she came back and took everything that was hers. Let's continue.
So one day I had came back home after work, and I had saw that she had like took the rest of her stuff, and I don't know, it was that in that moment is where I kind of like panicked. I'm like, God damn, but
why would you panic in this situation? I understand like on a relationship level you panic. On a relationship level, yeah, I understand you panicking in that moment. But I guess, and this is why I stress this, y'all. Let's continue real quick, and I'm gonna make a point.
it hit me at that point. And so that same night, I spent literally from 8 o'clock at night till 7:30 something in the morning, just throwing everything in the apartment away. All the Christmas decorations, all the food, the laundry detergent, all the silverware, pots and pans. I never felt that type of way ever in my life.
So you crashed out, bro. Don't hurt yourself in those kind of situations and moments, bro. Regardless of what transpires and what goes on in the relationship, you always got to take care of you, brother. And this is the point I was trying to make in previous videos, bro. And I'm gonna clarify some things when I make this point now. I'm gonna clarify some things. But this is why, men, before you move a female, seriously move a female into your place. I'm not talking about no smashing and trying to do what you need to do. I'm talking about a real relationship where someone is really living with you. Y'all have, a symbiotic thing going on. So in that situation, if you're not able to take care of yourself 100%, why would you bring another person in that situation? You understand? Like, you're incapable of taking care of yourself if something goes wrong. Like in this situation, this is an example. You needed Hannah to have a place over your head. And the moment that she left, you were fucked up. You were messed up. You had to leave. So that just shows the control that a person has over you. You should never let a person have control over your where you lay your head at. You gotta look after yourself, your son. Now your son ain't got a place to go to. Now you gotta go to your mom's. You know? It's more than just you, bro. You gotta think about the decisions that you make. And this is for any young gentleman out there. Don't move a female in your house into your household, if you can't provide 100% for yourself. Now, once you got a female and y'all on the same, let's say y'all on the same level financially, y'all can go 50-50 at that point. Because one, you can already take care of yourself, but you're saving money by someone providing 50%. You know what I mean? So you're both saving money at that point. That's what it's about. In my situation, I make considerably more than my wife. So obviously I'm going to take on all the bills. You know what I mean? Just to compensate for my wife's income. You know what I mean? So whatever my wife's making is just savings. You understand? So, but once she gets to that level, you know, that's why she's going back to school and doing what she needs to do, you know. Shout out to her for that. You know, so then I can lay back on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I can go 70-30. Then I can go 70-30. Now we both really saving, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I know that even without my wife, I'm able to provide for myself. You understand? That's the key. You know, if my wife left, I'm still good. I'm not losing my car. I'm not pawning anything. I don't need her income. You know, I'm good without it. It's nice to have a, you know, her for her to save. You know what I mean? It's nice for, you know, for her to go to, you know, school to better herself, her life. And she has so much aspirations and goals that I want her to achieve and chase. You know, I'm not going to hold her back from any of that. You know, and what comes out of that, you know, but it's the sacrifices that you make, bro. At the end of the day, bro, the sacrifices that you were doing, it came back to bite you in the butt. If I'm gonna say it nicely, because you lost a lot. You lost a lot. Let's continue.
And I was just, it was a tough night for me that night. Well, I tell you, boy. So the only thing that I kept, right, was obviously this stuff: my shoes, my clothes, and then my son's toys. That was in his room. But even like my son's bed, all my son's clothes I took to my mom's house too. But my son's bed and his TV and all of that, I threw all of that away too. I was planning on bringing my big 82-inch TV to put in here. So that's why I didn't really get like a full size storage unit, because I needed my 82-inch TV. I was going to put right here. And then my 50-inch TV, I was going to put right here in my entertainment center. Obviously, I was just going to put in front of the TV or something like that. And then my bed, I had no intentions on keeping my bed in the first place.
Yeah, I wouldn't have kept that bed anyway, because remember that whole toilet situation? Yeah, that bed probably stunk, bro. I'm glad you got rid of that bed.
I probably should have kept it though.
Nah, you good, bro. You can buy a better bed.
Because once I get a new place and all that, then I'm gonna have to buy a new bed and new furniture.
You good, bro. Like Amazon, dog. Get a nice, comfy bed for about $200, bro. You good.
Sure, but so anyways, I ended up pawning my PS5, which I just got out the pawn shop today. My mom got it out for me.
I still ain't got a PS5, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I miss gaming. My PS4, I rode it to the end, y'all. That joker won't even come on anymore. So I haven't been gaming at all. Like for man, it's been a minute now. It's been about a good year or two, year and a half now. I have no games, you know. So yeah, I'm still trying to get a PS5. I don't care if a PS6 is coming out. I don't care. I'm still gonna get a PS5 or a Steam machine. I don't know what I'm gonna get, y'all, because I like PC gaming as well. But yeah, let's continue.
She called me this morning. It was like, Dante, meet me at the pawn shop. And I'm like, well, right. She was like, boy, meet me at the pawn shop. And I'm like, okay. So I didn't say nothing else. I just hung up the phone.
I remember when I moved from North Carolina to Georgia and shit, I ended up pawning a lot of my stuff, you know, because I wanted to forget a lot of stuff, you know. A lot of stuff I never went back to get that stuff. So, but, you know, it's all good. You know, sometimes you need a fresh start, bro. Sometimes that's all you need.
And I'm like, all right, mom, I'm on my way. Boom. She knew that I pawned my game. Initially, I lied to her and told her I didn't pawn it because she was like, Dante, where's your game at? Because I got the new PS5 Pro that I bought last year with.
Yeah, I had gotten in a toxic relationship, y'all. This is before I moved to Jordan and stuff. But yeah, that's why. You know, sometimes you need a fresh start, y'all.
Money from YouTube, actually. And I pawned it because I ain't had no intentions on playing the game no time soon. I'm like, I'm separated. My life falling apart. I didn't care about no game. So I sold it. The pawn shop gave me like $200 for it. And then I actually pawned my big 82-inch TV, which my mom was going to get out today.
Don't let a relationship break you, bro. That's what I want to say, too. Don't ever let a relationship break you, bro. Like, because some women, bro, I'm not saying Hannah's like this, bro. That's not what I'm trying to indicate or speculate or anything like that. I'm just saying, in my situations, you know, there was some really good women in my life. There was some really women that really wanted to intentionally harm me for no reason. Like, literally, for no reason. So, yeah, and they try to break you, bro. Like, everything you got going on, they're going to try to ruin it because they ain't got nothing going on. You know? So, so I've been through that, you know? So that's why I say sometimes, bro, it's good to have a fresh, clean start, you know? But you can't, but what you did was you rushed into another relationship. You haven't even healed from this, bro. You haven't healed from this, bro. You know? Y'all are trauma bonding right now. You and her are trauma bonding. That girl has probably been through a lot of trauma as well. Sorry, I'm speculating. But she said that too at the same time. She insinuated that. She's like, I ain't playing no game. You know what I mean? What she said in that first video, he introduced her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, y'all are trauma bonding right now. And that's not good. No one really heals from that. Because y'all are only bonding through the trauma y'all have experienced. But once you heal, your eyes and how you see that, you know what I mean? If you're really healed, it's different, bro. I'm sorry. It's just different. But let's continue.
But I told my mom, can we get the TV next week? Because I felt like moving that mug. My mom was gonna have somebody move it, but my mom getting my TV out next week for me. Okay, hold on, let's go back down. I just want to.
You really don't even need the TV, especially if you staying with your folks. She probably has a TV already that you know what I mean. So yeah, but you better get your TV though, bro. Don't let them jokers take your TV, bro. That was a nice TV.
It's like my life literally shifted in the course of a week, and my whole life fell apart. We was getting ready for Christmas. We decorated the apartment, and you know what I'm saying. And then boom, it's just I was alone in the apartment.
Yeah, but you knew this time was coming, bro. Like every time you go through a situation, I've been through a situation like this with a female, and she's like, you know, like you're walking on eggshells or nothing. Something's wrong. You know what I mean? You don't know what day is that person's going to leave. And my situation was me. You know, you don't know. And the moment they leave, bro, they gone, bro. They're not going to regret leaving, you know? Because you pushed them to that point, you know? So, yeah, bro, it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you. It don't matter if it's Christmas, your birthday, Kwanzaa. It don't matter, bro. When someone feels like they need to leave, they're going to leave.
Everything just fell apart right before Christmas. I'm like, God damn. It was tough. It was tough for me. But
knowing the situation you're going through, bro, you probably it wouldn't have been a good Christmas anyway, if we're going to keep it real. Because you behind on a lot of things. It wouldn't have been a good Christmas anyway. It was best for y'all to end it before that, you know? Because that really would have been a bad argument. Let's continue.
right now I do stay with my mom. And it's because my mom wants me to get my money saved up. If she wants me to be financially stable before.
Yeah, your mom's done with the games, bro. Get your life together. You know, Mama Bear always gonna help you, bro. Mom's always gonna love they seeds, bro. You know, no parent wants to see their child fail. Can you imagine? No parent wants to see that. They always want to see their child succeed because that you're their child. Don't you want to see Leo succeed? Of course, bro. You would do anything for Leo, just like your mom would do anything for you. You know, but don't take take full advantage, but don't take full advantage of this opportunity to better your life, because you got to take full advantage of it. Okay, you're moving into with your folks. It's time. It's grind time. You know what I mean? Take full advantage of that. You know, but at the same time, don't lose your focus, bro. Don't lose why you're there in the first place. Your goal is to move out, but don't move out until you can provide something for yourself. And then you can do that 50-50, blah, blah, blah. But until you can provide something for yourself, don't do it. Save up as much as possible. Get a job, bro. It's not all about saving up. You got to have consistent flow of income. You got to build your psyche, bro, of taking care of business. Let's go.
Or I try to move out into another place. Now, let me tell you about my apartment before I actually moved the rest of my stuff out of my apartment. And my mom actually was talking to me about.
This is good. I think I pushed over 20 minutes. This is a reaction to Dante London, and just some commentary on this. Like I said, we can all learn from situations, and yeah, this is a learning moment. This is TJ. Y'all feel free to leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe, whatever. I appreciate it. This is TJ signing out. Peace.